Hi, my name is Angela, also known as Swaha. Today's tip of the day is in regards to water. Most of us don't drink enough water, and I know you think that you do, as I get told this often. You know, I drink when I'm thirsty, and that's great that you drink when you're thirsty, but the average body needs at least 2 liters of water, pure water, a day. I'm not talking about soda pop or carbonated beverages or alcoholic beverages, vitamin water, coffee. I'm not talking about any of those things. I'm talking about purified, clean water. We all should be drinking at least 2 liters a day of water. You have to remember that our human bodies are between 60 and 70% water. And when we don't have enough water in our system, it tends to dry out, and we tend to have enough lubrication in the body. Everything from our synovial joints, synovial fluid in our joints to help move our joints. For us to properly digest our food, we need a proper amount of moisture or water in the system in order to digest our food. Because if you want to think of it this way, think of a washing machine. And think what happens if you don't have enough water in your washing machine. And for example, you put soap in it. It's not going to get mixed in very well, and therefore your clothes aren't going to get washed very well. And what happens is that it's similar in your digestive system when you don't have enough water. It won't break down the foods properly. It won't get nutrients out of the foods properly and disperse them in the different cells of your body where they need to be. Also, other things that happen when we don't get enough water is that we get dehydrated. And when we get dehydrated, everything starts to dry up in the form of everything from our skin. Our skin becomes drier. Our nails, our fingernails, our toenails become more brittle, possibly. We may feel like we have dry eyes. Our mouth, we may make less saliva. And when we don't have enough water, our ability to actually flow with life is actually affected. I know this might sound silly to you. Water itself is an aspect of the earth element and obviously the water element. And when we don't, on a daily basis, get enough of this element into our body, then our body cannot function at its optimum. And so it's important that we get clean water. Trying to use an alternative, for example, if you want to get carbonated water. Carbonation is not helpful to you at all. It bothers me that carbonated anything is on the market, because carbonation in and of itself is not good for you. And carbonation actually is gas and bloating in the body. It also creates distension in the belly, and carbonation also throws what we call the pH balance off in the body. pH is associated with the alkaline levels and the acidic levels in our body. We need to have some of both, and carbonation actually throws off our body in such a way that if we drink carbonated beverages on a regular basis, we're actually creating a more acidic body. And when we have a more acidic body, then our ability to break down foods, our ability to get proper nutrients is severely depleted. And carbonation has many other effects, unhealthy as well. Substituting with coffee, coffee is just a natural stimulant, and in itself, many of us have gotten into a habit of drinking many cups of coffee a day, and that is not a substitute for water either, because believe it or not, coffee has what we know is a taste to it of an astringent, and that's part of the 6 tastes within Ayurveda. Within Ayurveda, there's 6 tastes: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and astringent. And astringent, while it is good for you, it is good in small doses, and yes, you need a little bit every day, but form of coffee is not exactly the best way to get it. But my point of even mentioning coffee is that because it is an astringent, when we drink it, it actually makes our body more acidic, but it also dries out our system more rather than lubricate it, or rather than moisturize it. Okay, so we definitely need to lower intake of coffee, or basically the bottom line is drink 2 liters a day of water. And so what I'm saying is nothing else is going to replace water. You can try to replace it, but it is not going to work. You can use Gatorade, you can use vitamin water. I don't care what the commercials say, it is not of value to you. You need to actually get real water into your body. Clean water, not flavored water, okay? And because I'm trying to keep this short, I'm not going to go into every detail of the reasons each drink is not the best for you. But if you happen to be overweight or you need to lose weight, then drinking a little bit more water is also helpful, because the average person who doesn't need to lose weight, they're the ones that need the 2 liters of water. If you have an average of 10 pounds to lose, then you want to add, basically another 2 glasses of water to that 2 liters. You pretty much want to keep going up, so for example, if you're 20 pounds overweight, you actually take a bigger leap, and if you're 20 pounds overweight, you want to drink to almost a gallon of water a day, depending on your system. This is if you're the average person, if you don't have any illnesses or anything like this, or you're not under doctor's care. You definitely want to check things out with your doctor first before you go overloading on water. But I can guarantee you that nearly every doctor on the planet is going to tell you to be drinking at least 2 liters a day of water to replenish the water that we lose every day, because every day we lose our water. Every time we go to the bathroom, we lose water. Every time we speak, we lose water, because we lose it in our saliva, and also when we're speaking we tend to get a bit dehydrated and dry up a little bit. That's why most of us, when we're speaking or doing speaking engagements, we typically want to drink some water after we finish, because we want to replenish the water we've lost, because we can feel it, because we start to feel dry in our throats and in our mouth. So I guess what I wanted to mention also is that it is good to drink the first liter of water first thing in the morning, and then do the second liter some other time of the day. And actually, when you drink that first liter in the morning, it actually helps with moving more toxicity out of your system, and allows you to relieve yourself by going to the bathroom, but it helps move excess toxicity that's built up in your system that is maybe having difficulty to move out, because the water helps push that out of your system, so you're no longer holding on to things that no longer serve you. Mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, we don't want to hold on to things that don't serve us. We want to get them out of our system. We want to get them out of our mind. We want to get them out of our body. And water is a carrier. It's something that will, pick things up as it goes and carry it right out with it, okay? And so those are things to think of. So thanks for being with me today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a happy holiday, and be blessed, and feel good, and feel happy and holy. Take care.